Say, I'm Allison.
Me. We decided in 2009 we were ready to have kids, but I had been told in 2006 that it wasn't safe for me to carry a baby. And so we looked at adoption. I tried really hard to convince Dewayne to do adoption for about a year and then gave up when it became clear that wasn't going to happen. And then in 2010, this spring, we really started looking into gestational carrier program.
A gestational carrier is a woman who carries a baby, carries a pregnancy for another couple or individual. She's not genetically related to the child that she carries. She just provides the uterus and does a lot of work during that time, but carries the baby, delivers the baby, and then the baby is then adopted, basically officially, legally, by the intended parents.
We went with a lot of questions. It was a little overwhelming. We got a lot of information.
They took a step-by-step, okay, this is what we can do, this is the steps we take, so they kind of made it a difficult situation, but they also made it easy for us to understand what we have to do.
There are a number of fees, unfortunately, talking about, upwards of $60,000 to $100,000 for to use a gestational carrier, and the costs include not just the in vitro fertilization, which is a small portion of that actually, but fees for the gestational carrier, covering life insurance and health insurance, covering legal fees. We're very careful about making sure that all of the parties involved have independent legal representation, and then there's health psychology evaluation and counseling and support throughout a pregnancy. And so it's not anything that anybody's making money on, but there are just a lot of people involved and a lot of careful anticipation of potential problems, and so it does become quite expensive.
We would definitely recommend the program. We've come across a few people who have mentioned they've been having trouble, and I've definitely said, the University of Iowa is right here. It's a great hospital. We really like the program. They were very helpful the whole process.
Mm-hmm. The nice thing about the University of Iowa is they accommodate to wherever you are at, whether you need a surrogate or if you have a surrogate, they can do the testing and stuff and make sure everything's a fit and stuff. So, they suit to wherever you're at for your needs. It's definitely different. Yeah, you're more connected now, I guess. It's amazingly fun.
Yeah, it's definitely much different than I thought. I tried to read all the books. Even during the pregnancy, I was reading the What to Expect When You're Expecting books, trying to follow along with what might be going on, and reading the books about what to expect afterwards. And it's definitely very different than that, but it's the most rewarding thing we've ever done.